Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. It's been a while, you know. It's been a long time since the last video. It's been quite a few months, if not a year. I don't even know. And before that video, it was probably even longer, probably quite a few months and quite a few years, if we're being honest. But here we are, man. We're playing Slay the Spire. This is a little rogue-like game or rogue-lite game. I don't know what the difference between those two are. I know that there is a difference, but I don't know the difference between those two genres of games. All I know is I fuck with it very heavily. And this is really the only game I've been playing, man. I really don't have a lot of free time. I don't have a lot of time on my hands at all. But when I do have time, I gotta be honest, I'm ripping Slay the Spire. It's a little strategic. It requires your brain a little bit, but not too much, and that's why I like it. It kind of finds that happy in between where you're not just your brain isn't rotting, but you're also, you know, you're using it to a certain extent. You got to think about stuff and make the right choices, play your cards right. It's a card game, so you see you got these cards here. I picked that intro benefit that just lets me kill these guys, the first 3 enemies, very quickly and easily. Just gets you off to a nice quick start, and then you pick cards after you beat the enemies, and that's kind of the game in a nutshell. There's 3 levels. And we're going to pick a follow-up here. You deal 7 damage, and then you gain some energy back. We're going to hit the question mark. So it's a little strategic, you know. It's a little... It takes a little thought. These are really just the type of games that I'm playing nowadays. This is really the only game I'm playing nowadays, if I'm being honest. I have it on my phone, and I just don't feel the need to play anything else, really. I wasn't expecting that to be a shop. This is supposed to be the shop, so I guess I'll go this way, because now I have no money. Yeah, I'll gain 175 gold if I get cursed. Some of the cards, as you can see, obviously they play against you. At the end of the turn, you gain some weak, but that's okay. We got a little gold out of it, so I think we made the right choice there. We could have even maybe went to that shop there, but you know, it's up to you. It's really up to you. It's up to whether you know what you're doing or not, and most of the time I don't know what I'm doing. I like a Fear No Evil. Deal 8 damage, then you enter calm. The thing about this character that I'm playing right here, the Watcher, she has different stances. There's 3 different stances. You have, I think it's Wrath. Yep, it's Wrath, and then there's Calm. Wrath doubles your damage, but as you can see, that 7 just went to a 14, so you receive double damage as well, which kind of sucks. So if you end your turn on Wrath, you kind of can get screwed the next turn if you can't get out of Wrath, because you're gonna get hit pretty hard, man. Reach Heaven I enjoy. I'm a big Reach Heaven fan, but I also like Third Eye. We'll do Reach Heaven just for damage's sake. At this rest site here, we can either rest or smith. I'm gonna choose to smith. And that's not a big upgrade, if I'm being honest. It's very lackluster to go from 8 damage to like 11 damage. Like, all right, I mean, not the biggest improvement. 10 to 15 isn't too big either. I always like going with this eruption 2 cost to make it 1 cost. It just makes it so much more like playable, you know. You have 3 energy to begin with, so like having less energy costing cards, the better. I'll do that for sure. Now we're kind of rolling in gold, and we're gonna face this elite. These 3 I absolutely hate. They just suck, they daze you, and they do all sorts of terrible things to you, and it's just not a fun time. So I mean, honestly, we're we're gonna probably erupt on you and then do like a follow-up, followed by a strike, and then followed by a fear no evil. That is honestly one of the best turns I've ever had in this game. I'm not gonna lie, that couldn't have gone any better. So I think we got a good deck of cards cooking right here, man. We got a nice deck of cards cooking right here. I like what I'm seeing. This is where they daze you and they throw these daze cards into your draw pile. So when it gets back into your hand, you start drawing these terrible cards that just quite honestly fuck your day up. Well, we're already in calm. This is like a defend type of turn, and then maybe we'll play this just to set up the next turn for some crazy stuff. The key to this character really is something called stance dancing, and I'm no scholar of this game. I'm no mathematician of Slay the Spire, but really, ideally what you want to do as this character is dance between stances, go in and out of calm, go into wrath, because when you exit calm, you gain some nice strength. And there's a third stance called Divinity, where your damage is tripled and you gain, I think, like 3 energy. So that's really eventually where we want to go, I think, with this build. That's really the only thing I know how to do with the Watcher, to be honest. I don't know how to do much else. Like, there's other crazy, smarter things that you can do that I just would never think of. The only things I can think of are the things that are really, quite honestly, right in front of my face. And I think we're gonna plan for some type of big turn next turn. I know we regained all our energy, but you know, we're gonna come back with a vengeance next turn. Hopefully we draw some attacks and we can get rid of this guy. But so far this is going pretty well, man. I'm not even gonna lie. If we fear no evil, now he's down to 9. We didn't really block. I could have definitely... See, this is the other thing. You have potions. As you can tell, I didn't point them out before because, well, I usually completely forget about them. So that's good. If I played this potion and I got 5 strength, I probably could have killed him. But, you know, you live and you learn. Most of the time I don't learn, so I'm mostly just living. Some would argue that this is the hardest character in the game to learn and play. Others would argue that this is the most overpowered character that you could be playing in Slay the Spire, but to me it's a little difficult. I have beaten the game as the Watcher, and then you move on to what's called Ascension, which essentially is just like New Game Plus with some added challenges, and that goes up to Ascension 20. So we're gonna be playing this game for a while, I think. Now we got some artifacts cooking. I didn't really pay attention to what that was. At the start of boss combats, heal 25. I mean, listen, I'll take that. Start each combat with 1 dexterity. Dexterity improves block, so that's great. I don't know why I'm saying that out loud, because you couldn't just read it. Like when I hover over it, it says it literally right there. I'm acting like I know so much about this game. I mean, I kind of do, and I kind of don't. Most of the time, I just kind of play the coolest looking cards, you know? So this is looking something like a Vigilance, and then a Miracle, and then a Consecrate, which deals 5 to both of you, and then a Reach Heaven. And that's a good turn. I'm a big Reach Heaven card. I don't know about any other Watcher players out there that may be watching this video, but I'm a big... Because then it gives you this, through violence, deal 20, which brings you out, you're out, and you're done. And we're kind of cruising right now. Granted, we're not even playing Ascension, and we're on the first floor, but I think we're chilling a little bit. So Mantra. Alright, Mantra. Mantra is how you get into Divinity, which is what I was talking about earlier. which says right there, as you can see, upon entering this stance, you gain 3 energy. So I was right about that. Okay, mark that down. I was right about something. And attacks deal triple damage. So we will be taking that because that will eventually help us get to reach divine status, if you will. And I'm going to honestly probably immediately upgrade, but let me like take a second and think about this. I do love this upgraded, kind of, but it doesn't upgrade the through violence that gets created. That's a separate card that improves that and lets you upgrade every card that was created automatically. We'll do one more fight because we got 17 cards. I like to float around like 25 cards, so we're already kind of at the point where we need to be a little picky. And the fact that that gives you 3 mantra and 5 block is just nutty, to be honest with you. And I think I don't think I want to erupt because then he explodes for 20. I don't think I kill you. So I'm thinking more like a reach heaven, a follow-up so I gain an energy, then I defend, and that's a wrap. Really, our first turns on every combat have honestly been very solid, very much 10 out of 10s. I think we're gonna do something like that. Then we already have 14 because of Horn Cleat, and then just strike you again, and we'll slowly start working you down till you're dead. Get you and your stupid whatever that is out of here. I don't even know what you're trying to hit me with, but you're gone. All right. Speed potion. What do we add to the deck here? I do, if you're in calm, draw 3 cards, otherwise enter calm. Another way of entering calm, I mean, we already have vigilance, which gives us 8 block enter calm. Tranquility, retain enter calm. I don't know that we really need another way of entering calm. I always like protect. That just the fact that you can retain that card and then gain 12 block is like very advantageous and elite and helps our cause. Gain 50 to 80 gold. We'll really be rolling. I do like I like removing the deck, because as removing cards from the deck I enjoy, because if you have too many cards, you're not going to be able to draw the cards that you really want to play, like prostrate. Don't know English, I apologize. But we're gonna probably remove a basic strike, I would say, just because as we have gained better attacks, we don't need that bullshit. That bullshit is 6 damage. We're gonna smith right here. That may have been a bad choice, actually. Let's rest. I'm a bit of a coward when it comes to the rest areas right before the boss, even though in my opinion this is the easiest floor 1 boss. But we still gotta watch out. I don't want to embarrass myself on my first video back in like 5 years, you know. We're gonna erupt right off the bat, and then we're gonna hope next turn we draw some more attacks. Is really the simple approach here. I definitely kind of could use some more attacks in my deck, which I know sounds very shitty because I just said I just cut an attack. But this is good right here, man. This is very good. We can consecrate, and then not only that, but then we can, I would say, get out of. No, we'll stay in there. We'll stay in there. Yeah, we'll stay in there because next turn we might draw through violence, which would deal 40 because it's doubled in wrath. Crazy. You can get much higher damaging attacks at that point. Oh, he didn't split. Okay, well, I think you split now. Yeah, that got a little scary there for a second. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was about to do some serious stuff right there. But I would say that we still definitely stay in wrath. Honestly, you know you're doing good as the blocker when you're just chilling in wrath and you're not really having to worry about it, in my opinion. That doesn't happen too often when I'm playing the Watcher, but you know, let's get rid of you because you're attacking. If we can just kill you straight up, that would be Very solid. And then Reach Heaven puts another Through Violence into our deck. And we're just going to stay in Wrath, baby. There's really no reason to get out of it. You're not attacking. You're still not attacking. Not the best draw here. But you're not attacking, so we can just hit you with 16, and then we're still in Wrath. We're still chilling. And then I'm thinking next turn, you might be cooked, buddy. Especially if we get that Through Violence. You might be very cooked. 32? Oh, you're cooked. Why is that 30? I thought that was, you know, I don't really know what I'm talking about at the end of the day. Just don't listen to me. And that is really unfortunate. This is the type of shit that happens in this game that usually triggers me, is when I have attacks, but then it's just not enough that he's now down to 2 HP. Not the biggest fan of that, but it's alright. I mean, it's okay. He's going to split into 2 separate slimes, each with 2 health, which is kind of hilarious. But if we don't draw some attacks, then yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess this will be over next turn. It's okay. It's alright. We just gotta be patient. You know, like all things in life, you just gotta hang out, and the right cards will come to you at the right time, and you'll be victorious. So now we move to the second floor. So here's where the big decisions come in. All right. These are the rare cards. Obviously, because we just defeated the boss, we get some nice rare cards in our deck. Love Diva Form. Deva Form, Diva Form. I think it's Diva Form. At the start of your turn, you gain energy every turn. You gain an additional energy every single turn. It's incredible. Judgment, I really don't use much because, like, if they're at 30, I'm probably just going to end up killing them anyway. So we're just going to take Diva Form because I don't like these other two. This is useful, but draw cards until your hand is full. That's boring. I'd rather go a little diva on these motherfuckers. Now you get a rare relic. I just love how I'm explaining this entire game. But now everyone has context. I love having 4 energy. Not resting at rest sites is definitely fucked. Not a fan of that. Whenever you open a non-boss chest, obtain a curse. That definitely kind of catches up to you. And then it's just like removing 2 cards, which is dumb. I already am sitting at 18. I mean, we can always remove a card at the shop. We're taking Curse Key. I always take Curse Key, by the way. There really wasn't much of a debate there. I just wanted to leave you in suspense a little bit. But we're in Act 2. We're in the city. We're in the city. We'll pick up next time on floor 2. I can't promise that I'll make another YouTube video ever again, but you know, this was this was fun. Yeah, you know, I think I will. I love playing this game. I love just sitting here talking to myself playing this game, so I figured why not play and talk while, you know, record and talk while I'm playing this game. Big shout out to Trashboat, one of my viewers. He's been with me for a long time. He hit me up on Discord and he literally was just randomly like, have you ever thought about making videos again? Because I really enjoyed your videos. And I was like, honestly, no one's ever said that to me. So here we are. And I decided to record a video that very day. And who knows? You know, it might be the start of something. One can only hope. I love playing this game. I love talking to myself while playing this game. And so is the case with other games. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.